Oh, Will. Kevin, can you also Will? Right. Can you explain a little about soft look? Blimey, you grab a chair.
Yeah, yeah, how do
Okay, so we've got the sound check done.
Okay.
Can't help with that with the aircon, but I can twiddle around some knobs to take it out. But it should be okay to go.
All right.
So
Well,
I'll
it's
give you the
preferable
count.
to like roasting in here, so it's all right.
When you're ready, Gus, you can go.
All right. You got the 20th Century Fox thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Hello, this is Gus. I'm back for another set of movie music, and the first song in the set is "Absurd" by Fluke, featured in Sin City. Sure why I'm okay with this movie being mostly green screens, but like most movies like after that couldn't stand it.
Yeah,
It's like
I still haven't seen it.
okay.
And I often say about it staying on the list. I'm actually physically now starting a list of films I should have seen. But I put Sin City at the top.
I know you haven't seen it, Greg, but this was in the kind of bar where Jessica Alba is pole dancing. Everyone's kind of in now.
I'll change to the film I really need to watch.
I think I played the game, but I haven't watched the film.
As a game.
I think it's a game before.
Yeah.
So the double check that.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
The Sin City starts a picture of the film.
Oh yeah, Sim City is very different.
The sequel worth watching?
It's not as good, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's got some,
According to this, no official Sin City video game currently available. A fast development projects based on the Frank Miller graphic novel, such as the cancelled PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 game by IR was scrapped. However, several pages of game throughout.
people soft game. That's it. Interesting.
No, yeah. Yeah. London Alley, Mobile. Yeah, what you that?
Yeah, the sequel has people like there's this story that Gordon Levitt as well. So
Slightly weaker cast to be.
yeah, I feel like that's similarly hard. Machete wasn't a great movie, but the sequel was good. So if you didn't think Machete, watch Machete Kills. That's another Robert Rodriguez thing.
It's quite a visual thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The sequel came out a long time after the original as well.
But you just say story.
Yeah, and I think by that time people weren't really, it was cool at the time, but like people weren't very interested in seeing it again.
It's a bit like 300. I really like 300.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's really good. There was a 301 or something. The sequel.
It wasn't called that, but there was a sequel to it. Yeah, they got Lena Headey back for the sequel, but I don't remember anybody else. I mean,
trying to think who the lead was. It's someone really unexpected. I have to look it up. But yeah, I think it just looked a bit lower. So
yeah. Either of you seen the Gladiator sequel?
yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
better than I
not-
thought it was
yeah.
going to be. But needs a bit of ruffle scrabble.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that feels good. But
Yeah.
I remember when you passed it, that scene of the gladiator, and I've seen the film of like, still haven't really seen of the gladiator.
This one was in also the one with Samuel L. Jackson
Oh,
right at the end.
okay. There's a lot of songs, a lot of movies with that. Oh,
Right at the end. The butlers. Where they have to get this guy from the prison cell and
okay. Was that 51st Stage?
no, it was the one where he had a load of money and they're all snipers and stuff. So the next cop on.
What?
Guess what? That's it. Okay.
I might have seen that movie.
Yeah, that's what.
I remember that much about it.
Yeah.
I think Colin Farrell was in it as well.
Okay, so we're on trivia. Are
Okay.
you ready, Gus?
Sorry. And that was Battle Without Honor by Hote, featured in Kill Bill. And I've got a bit of trivia for Kill Bill. It was originally intended to be a 4-hour epic, but the studios weren't willing to do that. So Quentin Tarantino had to compromise by either cutting a lot of stuff out or making it 2 movies, which is what he did. Although some scenes were rendered in black and white, so the movie could avoid the NC-17 rating. There are also some troubles on set. There was a stunt that Uma Thurman didn't want to perform. She said that it seemed dangerous and she wanted a stunt person to do it. But Quentin Tarantino kind of pressured her into doing it, and the stunt went wrong. She ended up injuring her head and neck kind of permanently. And this soured their relationship for a long time, about 14 years, until Uma Thurman spoke up and Tarantino kind of gave the video footage to Uma Thurman and apologized, and that kind of mended their relationship. And yeah, up next is Stuck in the Middle with You by Steelers Wheel, featured in Reservoir Dogs. I feel like some directors, when they're in directing mode, they just don't really think about the consequences of some of their actions.
Yeah.
Like, I've got to get this movie done no matter what.
Yeah.
But you see how many times it's been where it's got slightly wrong, someone's been upset, or genuinely, you know, maybe not a good thing. So, you're what you would be
Yeah, I heard the studio that cut this scene where the song takes place.
yeah, I can understand.
I think Harvey Weinstein convinced them otherwise. As terrible a person as he is, you know,
Yeah.
I think some good moves as a producer.
Brilliant the way it's done. The way it's away. The camera turns away when it's doing it, and then it turns back in. It's brilliant. You don't need to see the. Yeah.
It's definitely,
You wonder what you're doing to it.
yeah, it's definitely one of the more memorable scenes from the movie. So that and the other scene, which is the other song I think he did. The movie, it's the you know, the scene where they're all walking together.
Yes, yeah.
I think the scene where he does talk to the cop makes it even more funny that the lead in the movie, you know, accuses
Oh yeah.
that guy of being a cop, and it's just like,
Yeah.
he's definitely not. Right. Who is he, that British actor? He was also in.
Tim Roth.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's the guy. Yeah, he was also in Hobby.
The American accent's quite shiny. Maybe quite good on this thing.
Yeah,
Still a great movie.
yeah. I could really struggle with.
What sort of films you do today?
It's a lot of similar movies. Like this is my dogs again, and coming up is Reservoir Dog, and yeah, coming up is the studio. That was first American side, but they can probably get this.
Every day.
Every day is exactly the same. Dining Mail, Wanted. And after that, it's I Got You, Babe, which is Sonny and Cher, Groundhog Day, which I only watched recently. Yeah.
Eat it, don't think you should start it.
Yeah.
That's what Greg said.
That is a so
It's not the same cheesy
yeah,
films.
definitely.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I do think there are movies that have taken in history and comment that I prefer.
Cat.
Well, yeah, I just like. I didn't. I learned some things that I didn't include in the review that like groundhogs are known particularly as a whole tale of them predicting the weather and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so. Groundhog Day is the gather to what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez. You seen American Psycho?
we're not.
Pretty good movie. My brother's never seen it, but he said when he watched it Blockbusters, it was a very popular movie.
Yeah.
A lot of people were renting
Right.
Over the days.
Nothing better than on my Friday evening. Mum and dad.
Blockbuster, pizza, yeah.
Give up. They'd always let us film it.
Yeah.
New one.
Yeah.
Well, those two, you have a film, pizza and a drink. Yeah.
It's quite a hermit when I was younger. So I'd always go out to go and rent a movie. Lived quite close to Blockbusters.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't explain this for like
they probably sound really bad.
because if you want to watch the film, you have to guess and go shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have 20 other people in your
What is your
didn't want
Yeah.
it to work. Yeah.
One thing I don't miss is late things. So I've had nightmares where I'm like, you haven't returned a movie or something. Just like, yes.
But it popped like the car, and every time when he's goes down the car, and like,
The thing is, have you checked with Trolley? The one that's just come back in?
Yeah.
No.
when you're ready, Gus.
All right. And that was Susudio by Phil Collins, featured in American Psycho. And I've got a bit of trivia for American Psycho. Originally, the movie was meant to star Leonardo DiCaprio, but the director at the time, Mary Hannon, didn't want him starring in the movie because she thought that his teenage fans shouldn't be watching the movie. So, but she was fired due to this, and they hired Leonardo DiCaprio and got Oliver Stone to direct. But then they wanted the film to be uh, more serious and psychological, and the studio didn't. So they fired both of them and then hired uh, Mary Hannon back, and she cast Christian Bale, who knocked it out of the park, and he was so good as Patrick Bateman that he inspired Christopher Nolan to cast him as Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy. So yeah, up next is Every Day is Exactly the Same by Nine Inch Nails, featured in Wanted. It would have been a very different movie if they played it straight. Would have, yeah, kind of missed the point, I think.
It's funny. I don't know. I know you started reading the audio book.
Yeah,
I don't think the book's funny at all.
it's
It's
a very has a very strange sense of humor.
yeah,
It's
but
just
the film is funnier.
it definitely is. Yeah,
I think his Patrick Bateman is funny.
yeah. The book kind of revels in the kind of gratuitous nature of things, and but I found the funniest stuff in the book is like the very casual, like it's the shorter stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, I definitely think it's amazing.
was that simply that they filmed this from so when I saw it,
Yeah,
I was like,
it-
really?
yeah, they
And it's Christian Bale.
Yeah.
That's not what I pictured in my mind.
Yeah, I definitely think he's a better casting choice,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. He's just got a bit of like a baby face.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't know. Uplifting. Trent Reznor will go on to do a lot of movies.
Yeah, I remember knowing it when they came out. That's like people from that era as big, sort of like just doing music. And then just when it's sort of like pop release itself, saying they had barely a singer. You never thought of a match when the Malone scores as well. So it's good still music, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's bad.
I think he's won Oscars, Trent Reznor.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I definitely prefer Johnny Cash's version of her.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah.
I think he's given up on track.
Think people wanted, right?
Yes.
One of the problems of doing a movie that I've already done is that you've already
Yeah,
had the conversation.
I think I don't think I've seen it all the way through. I think I've seen the start.
I would definitely watch it till the end.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of structured in the same way as The Matrix, where a lot of the like good action sequences are towards the end of the movie.
Get on the list.
It's not a long movie either. It's back in the era where like movies are typically about an hour and a half. So it's it's another one where it was adapted from a comic book, and I think totally it is quite different from the comic. For the best. And speaking of game for Cowboy, have any of you played the game 13 minutes? Or 12 minutes? And it's a time loop game. So it's very strange. As a plot twist I won't ruin, but it's kind of ruined the game for me. And Stacey Ridley as well, and with the fire. So, speaking of time loop stuff.
I'd like that is a game appearing.
I think it really depends on the game. Like, I don't think they were paid a lot of money to do 12 minutes. A, it's a short game, and B, there's no like performance capture.
Yeah.
So, in modern games, people will wear the suit and they'll, act to basically do what they do normally, just in a weird suit. A hard right turn.
They leave the films. That films was actually leave.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I can even watch that again.
I still think that's the best Ryan Johnson movie.
Yeah. Got a lot of work from it, didn't it?
Yeah, he almost got to make a Star Wars trilogy, but people didn't like the Star Wars movie. So I think he's doing well enough doing the Knives Out movies. People seem to like those. I started the new one, but I wasn't into it as much as the other two. Maybe it gets better. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird start.
Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
You say it gets better, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite yeah, it doesn't seem quite like the other two films to start with, but eventually, yeah, it goes.
Something like that. Oh.
And Cher's still going, isn't it? I mean, Cher's still. Oh, yeah. Here, if you went for the other day, barely recognisable as Cher, but. Fully did a bit of acting, but the only thing I remember him from, he's the guy you would want in Airplane 2.
I think I've only seen the first there.
Airplane 2 pretty much. The guys going to play almost the same joke.
Okay, trivia time.
All right. And that was I Got You Babe by Sonny and Cher, featured in Groundhog Day. And I've got a bit of trivia for Groundhog Day. Originally, Tom Hanks was meant to play the main character, Phil, but everybody decided that he was a bit too nice for the role. So that's why they went with Bill Murray. And Bill Murray would end up getting bitten by the groundhog in the movie and have to get rabies shots. And that was only the start of the issues on set with that movie. They had to film in very harsh conditions, both extreme heat and extreme cold. And Bill Murray would get into arguments with the director, Harold Ramos, over the tone of the movie. Bill Murray wanted it to be darker and more philosophical, and Harold Ramos wanted it to be kind of lighter and more comedic. And this would actually go on to kind of ruin their relationship. They didn't speak for decades after that, but eventually they would kind of reconcile things, and they would kind of bury the hatchet before Harold Ramos died, and Bill Murray has spoken fondly of him ever since. Up next is Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers, featured in The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, I can't see Tom Hanks doing a bad job.
Yeah.
He's too nice.
I think it's one of those things where probably, like, because of all the other issues, it probably just compounded things.
Yeah.
Caused more problems. I've definitely noticed due to the heat, I've been more easily irritable.
Yeah.
I've just got to calm myself down and be like, okay.
It might be Bill Boy being quite hard-faced too.
Yeah, I think it was in that period where he wanted to be taken more seriously
Yeah.
as an actor. He just kept doing comedies, but it was just like, oh, I think there's a dramatic actor. Probably similar with Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, I know he wasn't doing comedies, but he was known for the Titanic thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be known as this, no teen heartthrob. I want to be known as this other guy, more serious person. Ultimately, I think he should. The director, especially if he wrote the movie.
He actually got involved with
Eventually, yeah, it took him decades.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's been in much better movies than The Revenant. Better performance. So I think one of his better ones is probably. Or he plays a character who's not that different from Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, I was going to say, after killing team, that's not
Yeah. That's actually based on an actual guy, which is like illuminating, I guess.
no. It's good though. After started.
Yeah, he's a decent actor. I've seen that movie, but I don't remember it.
Bruce got it. I thought I trust her island. That will make me feel. But it's good.
Any of you seen the Devil's Remix?
I haven't. I have actually back it before.
It's Rob Zombie's best movie,
best
but
film.
it's not for everyone. It's very kind of gritty and a bit nihilistic. He guesses what it's from. We've already gone through the list. But...
Downtown.
that is correct.
Kill Bill.
Oh no. Yeah, I quite often feature the same movie. Yeah. If you hit it's at the end of the movie.
One of the best instrumental circles working yourself.
It is Pulp Fiction. Sorry, go on.
They had a couple of hits in the LA area in 1963, Surf Rider and
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with like surf rock. That's more Tarantino's thing. He has a lot of it in his movies.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a what's it? Pulp Fiction. Is it?
Chronological order. I haven't. No,
I watched one. Yeah. It's still good.
yeah.
Makes a little more sense.
I mean, I like the way it's
Yeah, I like it.
spliced up. I got the DVD for Sin City, and that has like a version which is in like chronological order, and it's not as good. Sorry, you sort of.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
A bit like Memento. I remember when Memento came out. I say DVD, it might have been video when it first came out. You have Memento and then you have Memento in order. I have to watch the one.
Right then,
It's still good. It still makes. It's still.
Yeah.
it's goodbyes time, Gus, I'm afraid.
All right.
So, are you ready?
Yep. And that was Surf Rider by the Lively Ones, featured in Pulp Fiction. And that's it for me today. I hope you've enjoyed the movie music. I'll be back next week. Bye.
In a way, it's a good ending to end on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you watch Pulp Fiction chronologically, it's sadder because
Cool.
That's the thing, yeah.
you lose Travolta too
Right.
early.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
he's done that.
see if we can hear.
I would say the stuff with Travolta might be my favourite stuff, surprisingly.
Yeah, he's good. He's good because he's playing
The guy is a bit of a douche.
I was going to think of a good word for it. Douche, but he is. And he doesn't even know he is.
Couldn't hear the echo.
All right, well,
Yeah, I think
I'll put my hat on and stop the
yeah.
YouTube. All right, so yeah, thank you for watching / listening on YouTube. If you want to listen to the show without us talking, it'll be available in the description. So just click the link. Yeah, bye.